We have a problem. We have a leak in the van.
Of course, I'm doing all the heavy work. As usual.
Oh, did you put the handbrake up? Where's the on button? Before we start the episode, we finally picked a name for the van and essentially picked a name for the series. There's one name in particular that really stood out to us, and Annie's been calling the van this name for a little while now, and it's stuck with us ever since, so welcome to Project Van Morrison. Lads, I see why people don't do van conversions in the winter. It is Baltic today, but it's nice and sunny, as you can see. Today we're going to put on some sound deadening, and these are from Dodomat. There's other brands that you can get, other sound deadening brands, but these ones are what kind of everybody uses, and they're a brand that I trust because I just know that it'll work, and they're really good quality. So these are the Dodomat Hex, I think Hex N, is what they're called. There's a bit of weight to them, so what essentially they do is, let me show you. Essentially what sound deadening is it's just a little bit of a weighted kind of aluminum, I don't even know what material that is. The reflective material on the front side of it and a sticky back adhesive, and it's really sticky. But since it's cold, to improve the kind of adhesive contact, what we've been using is using a heat gun to just heat a little, not melt it, but just to heat it up a little bit to improve the adhesiveness, if that's even a word, and just placing them on the walls like this. Now, let me show you the difference. Initially, I didn't know if they were working, to be honest, and I was like, is this a bit of a scam? But it really works. Hard at work.
Here we are.
How's it sounding?
For the bottom, better. So.
Oh yeah, you can really hear that one. We're going to leave out some spots.
There might be some dips here.
Yeah. So we don't know where to put the windows yet. We don't know if we're going to put a bedroom window there or there. So we're just going to do the panels that definitely will be covered.
Yeah, the windows, the top windows. Oh, that's really sideways. Whoopsie! Nothing to see here. It's so cold. Hence the fit. I feel like this gilet has become part of my personality since we got this van. Because I just need to stay warm. If I'm not warm, I won't work.
This is your work gilet.
That's my safety shoe. My safety shoe?
Safety
my safety
shoe.
shoe of choice. Uggs. They're steel toe.
Steel toe Uggs. Steel tugs. Yeah, it is 5 degrees at the moment. You can see it there.
It's 3.
Let me show you the difference before you put sound deadening on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a little drive with no sound deadening, and then we'll go for a drive after we put it on. As you can hear, there's a lot of rattling. It'll be interesting to hear the difference, no? Right, it's been a few days, all the sound deadening has been put on. This is it, or this is how it sounds with the sound deadening in place. Now, we haven't done the roof yet because we're waiting for thicker insulation to arrive, but I think it sounds a lot quieter. I picked up these rollers on Amazon for maybe €16. There's 4 of them. 4 of these. It just helps you put on the sound deadening a lot easier. I know Dodomat sells these, or other brands sell these, one for maybe €15-20, and I got 4 of them for 16, so not bad. Oops, we have a problem. We have a leak in the van. I came in one of the days and it was absolutely soaked. This entire area was covered in water. There's a leak from these fixings, and these fixings are for the roof rack, so there's 4 of them each side, and these ones are silicone down, but this one isn't, and I can feel that, and that's already wet. What we need to do is, like, these bolts, you kind of need to hold these down, so I'm going to get Annie to help me with this, and I'll go up on the roof and unscrew it all and then put a bit of Tech 7, which is a bit of really strong sealant. It's probably one of the best sealants you can get. It's a nice dry day today, so. Right lads, so these are the two culprits that are leaking. I know, forgive the roof, it is absolutely filthy, but these aren't sealed properly. So what I'm going to do is take the screws, I'm going to cover it in this sealant, seal around the holes, and then put it all back in together. I gotta clean it up here as well. Right, Ben, you ready? Once I feed the screw in, you just put the nut, kind of screw it with your hand, okay? So I'm just gonna seal it first. Okay. Okay, so do the left one first. Now we just need to put these back in now. That's sealed. Let's hope that holds. Right, I think the last time I recorded was fixing this leak, and safe to say that did the job. There's no more water kind of dripping here. There's nothing kind of pulling up over there, but we have a little space to work in today. And there was one kind of small issue that I was worried about, which is this part here. So there's water somewhere here getting in between here, and like you can already see it. And I think it's coming from the outside of the van because there's no entry points in the van. I don't know if it's a condensation or anything, but I put a bit of sealant, like Tech 7 on that just to help it a little bit, because I think what's happening is it's getting in, there's a leak in there somewhere, essentially. Okay, I'm gonna stop harping on about the leaks and everything that's going wrong with the van, because we're starting the most exciting part of the van conversion so far, which is getting rid of the existing floor and checking what's underneath. Now, when we were taking up the floor, there were some screws that were seized and literally were rounding when we were trying to drill them out. So I took a rotary tool to them, and Annie gave me this.
Safety first.
Safety first. Terrible visor as PPE, but it did the job. But I quickly got rid of them, not because they look unbelievable, but because they just didn't fit my head. Here we go. Seeing the floor for the first time. Well, the wood. Yo!
Of course, I'm doing all the heavy work. As usual.
Out me here. There she is. She's a bit rotted here. Some of the screws were rusted so bad that they were just hard to see, especially in this mat, but we cracked on anyway. And once we removed this rubber kind of mat or cover, we were able to start removing all of the screws that were drilled through the van floor that's keeping the floor in place. So this took us a good few hours because they were really badly rusted. So I'm going to leave some raw clips here because YouTube just makes it look way too easy, and it definitely wasn't like that. We're trying to preserve this wood, but there's a lot of screws that are rusted and rounded that we can't get off, so we're going to have to pry it off. But before that, it's 12:15 and the wood, what's the wood place? The Capes? No.
Wards.
Wards is going to close at like, what, 1:30, 2 o'clock? So we're going to go get wood, but I need to measure so that they can cut it to size, save us the work. 178 and 3.6 meters.
Yeah.
Well, the van's like this.
Let's do it.
Let's go get some wood.
I'm in business, I screwdriver by accident.
Doing a great job. Look at you go.
First and only attempt.
Oh! Save as much of this ply as I can because I want to use it as a template. Because it's perfectly scribed around the edges. So I'm trying not to snap off any bits.
Oh, Dad was saying that there's bars there if you want to put even just one on the bottom of them to lever it out.
Hey! One more.
Yo, cracking it.
Oh!
What?
Did you put the handbrake up? You didn't put the handbrake up. Oh, Jesus. Literally the van is like scooting forward.
I told you I didn't want to drive it.
I was like, what? Am I moving? I was like, am I moving? Me here working with tools and the van's moving like.
My neck.
Ah.
Woo!
Those last few minutes might be a little bit boring, but that's van conversions in a nutshell. Like, you're going to leave the handbrakes up, you're going to spend hours removing one screw at a time, trying to figure out what tools to use. Like, I think it's so important to leave that type of stuff in. But anyway, we're on to the next part, cleaning the van floor, getting rid of any rust. And to be honest, there was barely any rust. Like, this van was only used for moving crisps and goods, so looking good. We've got the floor removed, we've swept it up. Now there's loads of little holes. I'm going to have to use this wire brush again to get rid of all the rust. Drilled through the holes already and it's all prepped, ready to go. It's looking good.
This is hard work.
It is very hard work, but it's going to be worth it in the end. So the van is almost clean and we just need to dry it off, but I have this kind of metal epoxy putty. So what you do is, it's grey on the outside and black on the inside, and you just cut it to whatever pieces you need, mix it up so that it's all one colour, and put it into the holes in the van floor. That's what we're going to do. The light is kind of going behind me, so I'm going to get this done and possibly prime certain areas with the red oxide, but I'll catch you in the morning. This is a nice one today, lads. Look at that. It's absolutely freezing, but we got a lot done last night. It's pretty much all ready. I've painted the entire floor with the red oxide rust primer, and the next job is to paint the white hammerite over it, let it dry, insulate it, and put our new floor. So our new floor is right here. So these are weather resistant MDF boards. I'm going to lay them out on the floor over here and use the old floor, which is over there, and put them on top and then make a little stencil. So that's the plan for the morning, get that cut out, and finally have our first bit of our own wood in the van. It's also going to be my first time using any sort of circular saw, jigsaw to cut out something out of wood, so we'll see how that goes. We're about to paint the van, so here's a bit of YouTube magic. 3, 2, 1. Before I start cutting out the MDF boards for our floor, I need to practice how to use this fucking jigsaw. Like I said, I've never used one before. Now, how would you turn it on? Should be it. Alright, great start. Where's the on button? Ah, so you squeeze these two to start it. First cut. First bit of wood cut ever.
I'm scared.
That's fine. We'll do it scared. We'll do it scared.
Freeze them!
Just to weigh it down. Our first bit of wood cut. First test fit of the new floor. I'm not expecting it to fit, but we'll see where it doesn't and we can go from there. go. Oh, it's a bit tight on the side. Oh, lads, I think this is alright, you know. I think that's alright. There are a few gaps, to be fair, like that. I can put a full finger in there, but I will be fitting that with insulation. Like that's, to be honest, like that is not a bad fit at all. It's time to put in the insulation. These rolls were quite pricey, lads, but they do make insulating the van extremely easy. So we got 2 rolls of these 6mm Dodomat Thermoliner Pros, and we got it from an Irish company called Cozy Campers. And to be honest, I wish I knew about them sooner because they literally supply everything. Oh, lads, it is one of those nights where you just have to get everything done. It's 11:30. Oh my god. But I don't get a space like this to work in often with all the tools that I could ever want to use, so I had to make the most of it. I'm actually sweating, that's how well insulated the floor is now. So the entire floor is insulated. Let me just show you. The entire floor is well insulated. Look at that. It's come along well now. The walls are sound deadened, the floor is insulated, and now it's just to fit in the floor. I'm not going to stick it down yet, but I need to kind of refine it because it'll be a bit tight in some edges, especially the wheel arches, because it's really flush to the wheel arch at the moment. And I need to sand it down to give it a couple of mil, because this insulation will be going in on top of that, to keep it as well insulated as I can get it. But that is the plan. Absolutely buzzing with how it turned out. Like, look how clean that looks. I know I didn't show you what insulation I used. This is what I used: a 10-meter roll of Dodomat, I think it's the Thermoliner Pro. It's a 6mm version, and 1 roll did our entire floor. So I've enough to kind of do a bit of the walls, but I'm almost certain that I'm going to get thicker insulation for the walls, just so we have good headroom. Obviously, the thicker insulation you use, the thicker the floor will be, and the thicker the roof will be. So that's my priority, because that's the whole point of the van. Like, it'll be pointless otherwise if I cannot stand up in it. But yeah, let's get the floor in because it's getting really late. Fuck hell, I'm wrecked. Take off my shoes. Don't want to dirty this insulation. Come on. That's how it still fits. Come on. Oh, that is lovely. As much as I'd like to say that I got it right first try, it's off by a couple of mil, which isn't too bad. So I need to do that. I feel like I'm just fixing leaks at this point. There's a leak up here, so I'm pretty sure that this strip, like it's old, you know? There's a little gap between the sliding door and the rubber. I don't know if you can see that, lads, but there's a bit of light coming through there. So I think this is our new weather seal for this, because it needs to be replaced anyway. This bit of rubber, like, I'd say it's maybe 3 or 4 meters, cost me €70. Like, all these little parts just start adding up. Look at this, lads. Look at that. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. If it doesn't fix that, what a waste of €70. It's the next day, and that has helped a little bit. The seal here is a lot better, but now it's leaking on the other side, which I don't know why that's happened. There's a lot of water pooling up here, which is why it's leaking. Like, it's pooling all together and then dripping in between the door and the rubber. So I need to figure out a fix for that, because I can't can't have it just constantly dripping water there. It's been a few days since I last filmed, but let me give you a little update as to where the van is at the moment. All of our insulation is down, and I ended up using the rest of the thermoliner that we bought, 'cause we bought way too much. Like, I was initially just going to use this for the floor and the roof, but we had so much, and what I'm going to do with the walls is put like that fleece, that recycled plastic fleece insulation on top of that, and then put our ply. And I'll do the job. Like, I don't need it to survive the Arctic or like minus whatever degrees. Like, it just needs to survive Ireland. This liner is so easy to use. It comes with a sticky back adhesive, and like that's really sticky. And all you do is just grab a pair of scissors, cut it to whatever sizes and dimensions you need, and just stick it everywhere. But that's where we're at. Insulation is pretty much done. I'm waiting for more sound deadening to arrive. We have a good bit of headroom. Like, we have all that, and our new floor is in, which is fantastic. But I haven't stuck down the floor yet, because to be honest with you lads, I'm having a bit of like doubts about the floor that I've used, the moisture resistant MDF. What do you think? Like, I'm really thinking about getting just marine ply or ply in general. That'll be better than the moisture resistant MDF. When I asked your man at the wood place in Wards, he said he couldn't see why it wouldn't work. But I did the thing that you're not supposed to do and self-diagnosed. I googled it, went onto Reddit threads, and there was a lot of stuff about MDF that I was like, I don't know if I want that in the van now. Before I stick it down and before I end the video, what do you think? Do you think I should get rid of the MDF boards for the floor? Like, it's not normal MDF, like it's moisture resistant ones, and like the floor is not going to be soaked, or it's not going to be wet, it's not going to be submerged in water. But I'm just like, it's just in the back of my head that it's the foundation for everything. So, and I want a good solid foundation. So if any of you have done any conversions or have used other like ply or marine MDF or moisture resistant MDF before, let me know if it's all right to stick this down. But that's where we are at the moment. Insulation is down, and I have a bit of green tape over here because I'm kind of planning the next video, because we're going to cut holes in the van, which is scary part. So windows are going to go in, vents are going to go in. I've already ordered those, and I'm just waiting for them to arrive over the next couple of weeks. But before I end the video, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who's watched that first episode. Like, it's kind of close to 1,000 views now, which is just mad to me. Like, YouTube is my favorite kind of form of social media, and it's just so nice to see the support and the appreciation for the series. And that's the reason why I created this, you know, like, so that you can learn from my mistakes. You can learn how to do this yourself. Like, I literally have zero experience, and I'm going to be saying that throughout this entire build. But I appreciate you watching this one. If you have any suggestions, comments, tips, advice, anything like that, leave them in the comments below. Good luck. I'll see you in the next one.